fans stuck on their wall, we've got a £10 voucher for Nando. And some lucky bugger is going to win it next week, no matter what. Hands up, it's me. Right, another busy show tonight if you like watching people lying around in bed and arguing. We've learnt that Alex gives Heston Blumenthal a run for his money, that Faye's not really called Faye, or maybe she is, and that Jay and Aaron have got the universe sorted. But what else have we learnt today? Well, Jay's audition for Sky Sports presenter goes better than expected.
You look fit as fuck. I want to smash you all over.
I'd be scared. I'd be really scared. It looks like Louise has got the gig as the new face of Bodyform.
Yeah, if you're meant to have a natural flow, why should you have that inside you all day?
I wonder which bit of Gary Barlow Aaron's got his eye on.
Boy bands.
Yeah. Bit of Boyzone, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Oh my God.
I love it. And that was Gary Barlow, followed by Westlife.
Do you like Gary Barlow?
Oh, I love a bit of Gary Barlow.
Everyone loves a bit of Gary Barlow. And I was right. It was Tom I saw slumped over the steering wheel of that Range Rover earlier.
We look like one, don't we? I'm George.
I'm George. Now, last night we sat around the bit on the side office and we played, the dinner party game. All the usual suspects cropped up. There was Einstein, Shakespeare, Bella Emberg. Boring. Here are my favourite picks. First up, the singing goat herder, who holds the very special distinction of knocking Madonna off the top of the charts. Sorry to do this again, but what time is it? It's time! Hi! Next, she's shared the screen with some of the all-time comedy greats, French and Saunders, Rick Mayall, Tracy Ullman, and now she can add Chico to that illustrious list. It's TV legend, Helen Lederer. She's just about recovered from Katraya's cookies and cum bombshell on Sunday night. It's my copperhead co-host, Miss Alice Levine. I feel like my top matches your hair this evening. Yeah. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. Compliment. And today is Hump Day for our final guest. He's halfway through his contractual obligation to join us this week, although he does assure me he is enjoying himself. It's everyone's favourite former trolley dolly, Mr. Brian
Your husband gets paid for hearing those.
He'll probably get about 25p, I reckon. So all's good in the Willis household tonight.
I love this.
Should we get on with the show? Should we get on with the show we just watched? Should we get on and talk about the show we just watched?
Yeah.
Let me grab my microphone. So, Helen, Aaron woke up feeling happy. Now, this is good. But what do you think it must be like for the housemates when he's so up and down? Because you kind of never know really what he's going to be like.
When you said up and down, were you just meaning, you weren't meaning sexual comments?
No.
Just to be clear.
Very much his mood.
Because I'm old-fashioned in that regard. I can't talk about sex. Just like Aaron, really, because he just can't cope. He just does it. He's a sulky boy. And when I just can't bear, and his little face goes like a little puppy, and then and he just like, and then he turns over in his bed, and you just go, and then he gets coaxed out, and no, sorry, I can't do with sulking. I can't have sulking.
So you wouldn't be able to cope with the up and downness
You can't.
of it all?
Well, I could if it was meant, but I think he's a sulker.
So you like Aaron in that way?
Yeah, no, I don't even there. I've considered it, and I've said no. I think he's a sulker, and I can't be doing with sulkers.
Jay seems to have run out of patience tonight with the whole Aaron and Faye, weird, crazy relationship. Why do you think he's
Because
kind
it's
of...
not a relationship, maybe? Oh God, she went there. She went there. Just because it only exists in sort of intervals of like 3 hours to sort of 8.5. Well, no, 3 minutes to 8.5 hours. That's sort of the range.
But is that not just the pressure of the house?
No, look at Louise and Jay, the perfect couple. Come on.
Yeah, I
love
know, but
can exist.
They're a lot.
What was that look?
They're
Brian
a
just
lot
went,
kind of. They're a lot more chilled with it, aren't they? Aaron is. It seems. You know, he's got many layers, Alice, and so has Faye. And I think all those layers.
Faye has
kind
whiny, down to desperate, down to. I don't think Faye has
all
many
those
layers.
Aaron layers, it makes it very interesting. And you know, as we've said a couple of nights now, if he weren't in there,
I think
it'd be a very different
really
house.
interesting, but I think if you lived with them as a couple, you would find it so infuriating. Like it's one thing to say, oh, it's kind of interesting to see him work the house, but another thing to be living with him and be like, oh, you're off again, are you? Okay, morning. Oh, you're on again, are you? Night.
She accepts it.
She laps it up.
She goods him. And then she can go off in a huff herself.
Chico, do you think Jay's right when he said it wouldn't happen in the real world?
It probably wouldn't happen. I mean, bless. He's played it like an old guitar. It's a yo-yo, and he tells her what to do and where to go. It's simple. He comes out, he does 2 PAs, it's gone. See you later. All the girls screaming at him. She'll be dropped like a hot potato. That's it.
And also, as Alice just said, and Helen, she does go back for more. Like Jay the other night tried to tell her, if it was me, I'd say, jog on.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, well, I know. Oh, I can't talk about it anymore. Go to bed. And, you know,
it's
she
very
just
simple.
kind of doesn't
He's
want
an
to hear
energy
it.
vampire. She's a drama queen. Perfect combination.
She was really,
it's just one of those
But she
things.
was really decisive tonight. She was like, you know, if this happens one more time, I'm going to have to call it quits. It's like, whoa, Faye, easy, tiger.
Alice, then she says, no, don't be mean, because actually I'm falling in love with you. She's given the cards away.
So do we believe it will be the last time?
Absolutely not.
I think
No,
we
it
believe
won't be
it will
the
be the
last
last time.
She's going to keep going back, and she needs to stop. He needs to just let go of her because she's bored. That's why she's doing it. As soon as they come out, it's because she's bored.
Do you think she's bored?
Yes, he's a game player. He knows what she's doing, and she's falling for it.
You don't think she's
No,
bored?
she genuinely likes him. All right, he's playing a game, but he's made the show really interesting. I'd love to see him win or come runner-up. No, really. I would really like to see Faye win and Aaron runner-up. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh, that'd set a cat amongst the pigeons, wouldn't it? As Bros said all those years ago.
But she'd be like, have the money. I'm sorry, I want the money back. No, have the money.
Okay, let's talk about something sweeter. Alex's cake.
Yeah.
Would you have had a slice?
I would
You
eat...
don't look like you've been eating much cake recently, Brian.
No. I would eat anything
Jim.
Alex cooks. I think she's sweet, and I think that was a really good attempt. She clearly had no idea. Was it Aunt Betsy that helped her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Aunt Betsy's
But who
recipe.
puts eggs in icing?
And then there was no butter.
Until
That's
the very
what
last.
you're missing.
The butter. And then she put this green slop on top. It did look like a pile of
solid
SHIT
as well. You
towards
could
the
feel
end.
It was
Somebody
a
with
bit
it over
strange.
their head.
Another strange thing that happened tonight was Jay and Aaron's chat about the universe in the sauna. Helen, thoughts?
Well, obviously I am the thinking woman and man's crumpet, so I better come up with something here. I don't think they investigated it far enough. He got as far as saying, there's nothing, I can't do the Newcastle accent, but something about a big bang. And then there was a shot of Aaron just looking like, yeah, okay, that's it. He didn't respond. He had nothing to say. And they just kept looking at the temperature gauge.
But I think,
so I think it was
Jay
nothing.
for trying to make Aaron feel better and
yeah.
more
Yeah.
comfortable by giving him the opportunity.
I think they both have very different views on the universe, don't they? Aaron's is much more factual,
Yes.
whereas Jay's is slightly more fantasy.
Yes.
And all of
I
that
think.
sweat, that was Jay just thinking. He was just like, oh.
So are we all in unison that Brian Cox has absolutely nothing to worry about?
I don't know. I can see a show there, just based in a sauna. They just take like big philosophical and science-based issues and just do it in a sauna. Just like chat it out in a sauna.
One of my favourite bits in tonight's show was when they had to reenact the Big Brother love stories.
I think
It was very good. Chico, which pair do you think gave the best performance?
it has to be Tom. For me, I think that to me was absolute genius, and I think he spoke what everybody actually wanted to say to Aaron,
Right.
and it came out absolutely fantastic. And he actually showed the character. It was tongue-in-cheek, it was fun, and he should have took it in the spirit that it was meant to be, but he didn't. And that kind of just proved that really he needs to grow
It
up.
wasn't a sport. He went back into his huff. He went into huff mode.
But it was, you never know when he's
Louise
gonna.
was really good and quite comical
She was
and quite
really
funny
good
as well, yeah.
Although I've got to say, when Aaron performed as well, for someone who was quite embarrassed when he was practicing, he actually kind of sang quite well. And what saucy lyrics!
Emma, at one point I heard him say, going down on you or something. For a man who claims he's not had sex in 7 years, how would he know?
It was the role he was born to play.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do we think... you mentioned Tom and saying kind of everything that all the housemates kind of wanted to say about Aaron. Do you think it was easier for him, Helen, because he was hiding behind a mask, so he could kind of get those feelings out?
Don't think Tom holds back. He's quite vicious, and good on him. I mean, the huffiness and the looks. I mean, just you don't even have any dialogue, say, if it wasn't real television, which it isn't. And they cross, and he's very dramatic. I don't think he hides anyway, and that's why Aaron has to go, crikey. You know, just to try and get a rise.
So cutting.
Yes, it's crikey. Says, what do you say? I say crikey. It's just.
I think it was
I've got to say, I do love all of his very English words. Oh, crikey. I am quite partial to
Yeah.
I think it was a great payback for the dramas and the negativity that actually went on for days on. And I think it was just a culmination of that, and bang, in one big ball, fantastic.
Well,
and I
maybe he thinks it's true as well. Maybe that's what kind of upset him as well. Maybe he realised maybe this is how it is being portrayed.
Yeah.
And that's
And
why maybe he was
worrying.
feeling a bit weird about it. Yeah.
Holy mackerel, should we move on?
Oh, crikey, do, darling.
Okay. If you don't agree with this lot, then get in touch and tell us your thoughts. Details can be found at my dropping baby bump. It is getting very low.
Let's give that a round of applause.
As we know, one more housemate will be leaving that there bungalow on Friday. Who will it be, though? Here are all the details you need to save your fave.
Who steers? You decide. To save fear, call 09016161705. To save Louise, call 09016161709. Calls cost 36p from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary, and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Or simply go to our page on Facebook, Big Brother UK, and follow the links. There is a minimum Facebook credit purchase of £1. One vote on Facebook will cost no more than 7p. For full terms, go to channel5.com/bbvote. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show.
On the side. Now, normally we'd insert a little dig about the main show right about now, but as Brian's here, I think it's only fair that we just come straight out with it and say it to his face. Brian, our show is pretty much better than your show, and we've got a permanent studio, it's a permanent structure, whereas you're just like outside a piece of perspex in a car park.
Can someone get me my mobile phone just to make a quick call, thanks?
Am I going to get fired?
No, I was going to resign.
Okay. Now, as you know, our housemates are a talented bunch, aren't they? Pavarotti has got nothing on our Jay. So it seemed about time we celebrated their creative juices by going all heartbeat on ourselves in the bit on the side gallery. Right. How beautiful is it? Helen, you're one of those arty sorts.
Oh, I am.
And you've watched a couple of episodes of Watercolour Challenge.
Because, that is my generation. You've not heard of it.
I hadn't heard
Hannah
of it,
Gordon
no.
and me were like that.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So will you be our Tony Hart of sorts this evening?
I'd be honoured and thank you.
Okay, fabulous. Now, before the housemates went into the house, we asked each of them to design their own Big Brother eye. Excuse me.
Oh,
and here...
It is a bit upsetting, actually, isn't it?
Just like Louise, I'm dead normal. Here are the fruits of their labour. So let's start with Jay. There's quite a lot going on here, Helen.
There is, Emma.
What do you make of it?
What I feel, just instinctively from my gut,
Yeah.
just like yours, except is that it's a Christmas pudding. On legs,
Okay.
but wide apart, because I think that's his favourite position, isn't it?
Okay.
Because he can't, he likes that. He's like a big box.
Bit butch.
A big butch, and to help us, he's given us some music insignia.
Yeah.
But it's a Christmas pudding on legs with some writing.
Yeah, what do you make of the writing?
Well,
Music makes the world go round, so hear the thud, big brothers in town.
Well, it's quite sophisticated, as is Jay. And there's a spelling mistake just for us to spot to make us feel important.
Okay.
So hear the thud, meaning hear like sitting.
Here's the thud,
Yeah,
rather
exactly.
than...
Thank you.
Hear the thud.
But it's very sweet, and it's telling the story, and and come out a nice Christmas card, I think.
Yeah, like a world Christmas card.
global.
Yeah. Right, let's go on to Louise.
I don't know what to make. I don't know what
I
to
think
make.
this is quite feminine, though. Do you think?
Yeah, it's like a peacock. It's like, use the word pea there, not. And sorry, and I think that actually it's like a mascara advert.
Oh, okay.
She's, into makeup and all.
What? What about the lashes? They kind of seem quite open. So does that reflect her as a person?
Well, do you feel she's an open person?
I kind of feel like I know her quite well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm
You don't know?
undecided. She
Okay.
looks like a Hollywood film star.
She does, doesn't she?
And yet, the eating and the burping and the mouth.
She acts like a TV presenter.
It
from behind the side.
Oh no, I didn't know that TV presenters did that. And now I know. But no, I just think it's just a contrast. She's quite a contrast
Okay.
of sophisticated looks and then interesting emissions.
So do these kind of does this show that
Mesh.
it makes them a good match?
I'm told
in
that
any
they
way?
mesh. Everyone I've spoken to feels it's for real. So
Okay.
who am I to
so
question
does the art say that as well?
I'll go with that. I'll
Okay.
go with that. I think it's the best of the bunch.
Okay.
In terms of meshing.
Well, let's go on to these pair. Tom is up first. He is the most colourful of all of the eyes.
Couldn't have more colours there, could you?
You couldn't really.
No.
What does this say to you, Helen?
I close my eyes. It's what's his name in the jacket?
Joseph.
Coat. Yes.
And the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Thank you. I just said that so you could say that.
Thanks.
And he loves colour and he wants everything. He just wants everything.
Do you think the rainbow is a nod to sexuality? No.
Brian, I think he'd like it and thinks about it a lot. What is in his trousers? He talks a lot about that.
And we do see it a lot, to be fair.
Well, he's interested in himself in a cheery way. And those people who talk about it don't do it. So.
Oh, okay. Especially
I don't
when
know
it's
if that's
blue,
true.
like Tom's.
Yes.
Let's move on to Alex's.
No.
Do you like the
Yes.
kind of biro
This.
and marker contrast?
This is an aerial view of a carpet.
Oh, okay.
This is, do you think?
Well, I'm kind of seeing a bent over bottom.
Do you? Does everyone else? And then if that's a bent over bottom, pray, what is that?
Or maybe a cat behind or something.
Okay, sort of squashed. I don't know. It could go either way, and I think we
Okay.
can say that for both of them.
Okay. And what did both individual drawings tell us about the pairing?
They found each other.
Kindred spirits?
Because they didn't find others.
Okay. Let's move on to Faye. Fiery eye.
Angry.
Touch of conjunctivitis.
Yes.
Going on.
She has, or unless she's put contact lenses, and she does wear spectacles, doesn't she? I think it's like a leftover from Halloween. It's very angry, a bit of the devil. Maybe it's the colours of a wrestling T-shirt. It's garish.
Okay.
Garish.
Bit like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The Mordor eye.
Oh, yeah.
She demonstrates subtle work. Do you think?
Well, it's just because she's done an outline in red, Emma. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? I
So
think
that's no biggie.
I'm not buying it. I can't go there.
No?
No.
Okay. Let's take a look at Aaron's. Now, the most simplistic of the eyes, and not really telling us very much, is
No.
he?
But first of all, it's a dolphin. Don't you think it's a dolphin? Tiny little
Yeah.
piggy eye. But then, because he's labelled it the eye. right? In case we didn't realise it was an I, because he tells us his feelings like, I believe in my principles. So he's the only one who's labelled it. Jay did a sort of little ditty, cheery ditty, but he said the I.
So does this
I know
make
he doesn't
him
speak like that, but...
like a man of his word?
He wants it to be punctuated so people are really clear. He needs to be clear, but the problem is he isn't clear with himself.
Okay.
He's ducking and diving all the time.
Okay, so whose is your favourite, very quickly?
I'll go with that. There's a lot more going on there.
Louise?
Yeah.
Louise's, yeah?
It's more rich.
Okay, Helen Lederer, thank you very much for being so
Pleasure.
So the six still standing are all now happily or unhappily paired off, but not all housemates found love in the bungalow. We thought we'd lend notable failures with the ladies, Anton and Mark, a helping hand from a couple of professional pick-up artists.
Anton and Mark are two ordinary Big Brother rejects. But which of them is king of seduction? Bit on the Side sent them to some pick-up experts.
So guys, why don't you tell us about your dating experiences so far?
I don't get much rejection. I'm just more someone who has a laugh, and hopefully a girl has a laugh with me. Next thing you know, we're in bed.
Oh, I get a lot of rejection.
How would you like it to be better?
I just want you to teach me to be like a dating machine. I want you to be like my Mr. Miyagi.
I just want to be able to get with any girl in the world. You know, like Cheryl Cole, you know, Kim Kardashian, Maisie James.
What about you, Mark? Are you looking for a relationship or just to date quite a lot?
I'm just really, really hungry. I want a donut first.
Now that our experts know what Mark and Anton are looking for, they hit the streets to see the boys in action.
You seem attractive. If I wanted to ask you out on a date, what would I have to do?
You'd have to go for my husband first, please.
If me and him were to have a fight, who do you think would win? Look.
My husband.
Yeah, okay.
Are you like a model or something, are you?
Yeah.
You are? Oh, that's amazing. Are you busy? Are you in a rush?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
I have to go meet a friend for lunch.
Oh, really? Okay, then I do apologise. Just wanted to say that you're a beautiful girl. Okay, excellent. See you.
Hello, excuse me. Probably not the best start, but maybe if I do this, they'll come to me. What are the chances of me and you ever going on a date?
At the minute, slim to none.
What would I have to do to make one of you marry me?
Do you have a boyfriend at the moment?
I do.
You do? Oh, damn.
I know you're fully aware that there's cameras on you, and I know that's very strange, but it's only because I found you attractive that we thought we'd come over and say hello.
So, boyfriend.
Didn't go as well.
It was a nightmare.
It was awful.
Let's go back to the flat, and Becky and I show you how it's really done.
Maybe we should do a little demo.
Go.
Okay, right, so I'm with my friends, talking away.
So, she's in.
Give me a warning, otherwise I'll be really startled.
Hi.
Let's try this with Anton.
Okay. Sorry to disturb you guys.
Sorry, you have.
I was just talking to my mates. They were just arguing over what material this is.
It's cotton.
Cotton. No, they were arguing that they were saying it's boyfriend material. Are you from Ireland?
Yeah.
Because when I look at you, my penis is doubling.
Just be yourself.
Okay.
And don't try and be
Okay.
too much of a joker.
Okay. I won't be too long, you know, because I know you're out with your friends. I'm out with my mates. I just thought I'd say.
Who are they?
So what's your
nice to
name?
meet you, Becky.
Sorry, what's your name?
Alan, nice to meet you.
Alan, nice to meet you. So what's your name?
Federico.
Oh, you two go out, boyfriend and girlfriend then?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, you two?
We're pals.
Oh, so you're single? Oh, okay. Could I get your number at all?
Okay, I'm gonna give you some feedback.
Just give me your number.
Make sure you get right in front of the girls when you stop them. Don't be afraid to try and get them on an instant date. If they're in a hurry and they're not willing to have coffee with you right away, then ask them for their number and say you'll invite them another time.
My name's Anton. Sorry to.
What are you trying to sell?
I'm just selling myself to you, okay?
It worked.
Maddie, nice to meet you. Just a little kiss on the cheek. Okay, no, two.
Well, I'm scared, but at the same time I'm fascinated by you because you're scary. You know, like a Venus flytrap.
So what's your number?
How about I'll take your number?
Okay, go on then.
You got nice eyes.
Thank you very much.
I've got nice eyes.
That's all I'm selling, myself. Are you gonna buy it?
Maybe.
Yay!
Do you have a boyfriend?
No. How did that go?
Wicked. Sex guaranteed.
Can I have your number and then we'll ever meet up again?
No.
All right, good work.
But thanks though.
No problem.
Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Me and Brian tried to scupper the Channel 5 schedulers by saying we'd nominate each other to do the same amount of shows. Only it went wrong. He has done 11, and we are on show 77. 77.
Whatever.
So this week, it's been all about the ladies on Bit on the Side. Last night, we took a look at Alex. Tomorrow night is all about Faye. And this evening is the lovely Louise. So here is the dead normal girl in all of her glory.
Hello.
Hiya.
How are you? I'm Jamie.
I'm Louise, nice to meet you.
You're Louise, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So you're not a girly girl?
Sometimes I think, should I have been born a bloke? I look girly, but I don't act it. I just think I'm normal. Normal, dead normal and down to earth. I just look normal, like everyone else. I'm just a normal girl from Manchester.
Do you think people think you might be stupid?
Yeah, they do. Because people judge me straight away and it annoys me.
Should we just sit here and talk about handbags and dogs?
No, I've got a massive temper, but if someone annoys me, I can get very angry.
I am not shady over a little bit of wine.
I like to poo a lot and I fart a lot. I need a trump.
Oh, wait, I want to go level out.
Sorry, I'm sweating in between my boobs here.
Helen, it's been quite a big week for Louise. How do you think she's handled the whole noms thing?
Well, I know that she's very, very popular, and particularly certain gentlemen adore her looks, and I understand that, I respect that. But it was very upsetting for her to be the one who was nominated because she didn't expect it. But I'm just being a bit controversial here. She did tell everyone several times how generous she had been, and not everyone else would have done what she'd done. So I'm just saying she did market as well, but that's because so she got a bit peed off that she ended up in that position. So maybe that just means she's human, or she's peed off.
Right, okay. Very good point. I hadn't thought of that, Helen. Chico, she's convinced that she will leave on Friday. Why do you think that
I think it's kind of a bit of a shock factor and probably a defence mechanism. She's probably repeating that to herself, just in case it happens, she'd be prepared for it. But I think it's a shock. It's she's scared and very nervous, probably.
And because she's never faced the public vote before.
That's right. It's a shock to the system, but it really is a defence mechanism, I think. And I hope that she doesn't go, because what would Jay do without her? You know?
Who would you look at?
You, Brian.
Now, Brian, on her application form, she gave herself 10 out of 10 for kindness, saying, "I'll help anyone out." So is this the Louise you think we've seen?
I think from what happened during nominations, it proves that she kind of stands by her word in the fact that I know she advertised it quite a lot, but she actually did more or less sacrifice herself in a way to put so that Alex and Tom could stay together for Alex's birthday. And I think that was a really nice, genuine, normal thing to do.
She has been very close to both of them from the beginning, so it's
Yeah.
not like she's kind of turned around late in the day and gone, I want to save those two.
Yeah, that was quite sweet.
I can actually, I can vouch that she's a genuine person. I did meet her once about a year ago.
What a tell-all, Chico!
It wasn't like that. It was a friend's birthday party, and she was a real genuine girl. So I'm just backing up the story. She's a genuine.
You backed her what? You did what to her back?
Alice, now she doesn't think that she was shady over a bit of wine. Do you think she was?
I'm so glad you put. That's my favourite Louise moment, and then I realised that's the only Louise moment apart from that montage of farts. I was like, that's all I remember of Louise. She's shady over a bit of wine.
What does that mean? What does it mean, please?
What does it mean? Well,
What does shady
Helen,
mean?
shady just means unfair.
Oh,
or
Dodgy.
an inappropriate, dodgy or
Sneaky.
inappropriate behaviour or sneaky.
Sneaky.
Wine.
Duplicitous.
And wine is just a sort
That's
of
not a mean
alcohol-based-
word, they're saying it in my ear.
I was like, she's Googling that. I don't know. I think that was the only time she sort of lost her temper, really, isn't it? I think that was just, and I think it was the wine.
We saw the fiery side of her then.
Yeah, that was, because she's normal, she's dead normal.
Has she done enough to dispel the kind of model? Let's go no first.
No, she's boring. She's boring. She doesn't. She's pretty. I'll give her that. She's pretty. But
she's bloody
past that,
stunning.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah.
But past that, she doesn't do anything. She farts to be controversial. I'm pretty, but I can fart. Ooh, to be controversial. But she doesn't do anything else. She's boring.
Although she's lost the model sort of herself without Jay in her house, that she's no one.
Self-conscious, always sticks in her
Really?
hair.
Without Jay now.
Okay, let's talk to. I know this lady over here. You're a Louise fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Come on then.
I just think she's just being normal. She's being herself. Just because she's a model, it doesn't mean that she's not normal, because she's doing all what you guys do at home. And Big Brother house is her home. She's just being genuine, and there's nothing wrong with her fighting and barking. She's just having a good time and enjoying the experience.
Yeah.
Where enough of you would have
She
loved
should go on
to.
Friday. It's because she's dead normal. She should go on Friday. Listen, we want an interesting week next week. It's going to be more interesting with Aaron and Faye than with Louise and Jay. Their relationship is sound as a pound. She's got to go.
Okay. On the subject of looks, she's always been a very beautiful girl. Check out this picture that we have of her when she was 1 month old with her dad, Colin. Little munchkin. Can't you tell? I'm expecting a baby. And the next one is of her and her little brother Colin Jr. when she was 8 years old.
Look at her pose and look at that pose.
Beautiful though, isn't she? Keeping it in the family, we've got Louise's mum Sylvia on the line right now. Sylvia, are you there? Hello, how are you?
Hi, Emma, I'm fine.
Good. Doesn't she sound like Louise? It's insane. Sylvia, will you say for us, I'm dead normal me?
Oh, I'm dead normal me.
I love it. And hold on a sec. Will you do the, I'm not shady over a glass of wine me?
Oh, I'm not shady over a glass of wine me.
It's like talking to the lady herself. Now, she said on yesterday's show that you should act in the house as you would do in the real world. So is that what we're seeing from Lou?
Oh, definitely. She's just being herself, and you know, she's a lovely, genuine.
Dead normal.
Dead normal. She's got no airs and graces, and it's just her. It's her. What you see is her.
She has got a lot of air, to be fair. We've seen that, Sylvia. Now, when you nominated on the phone, you told her to be good. What did you mean?
Oh, yes, right, okay. Well, I kept seeing the duvet moving, and I was getting a little bit concerned, and I thought, oh no, I don't want her to come over badly, because she's not like that, and I just thought, oh, what are people going to think of her, and you know, and I was just worried about that, so I just put that.
She did go to the diary room every time there had been a bit of duvet action and explain herself, though. She wanted everyone to know there was just a bit of snogging, there's nothing else going on.
I know when she said grinding, I don't know where she got that from. After she said all that, it reassured me that, yeah, she is behaving herself.
I think she is behaving herself, but you might want to keep an eye out for our news later on. Oh. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Now, she's very keen to bring Jay round for Sunday dinner. Is he son-in-law material?
Yes, I think he is. I think he's really, really nice. I think he's tall, he's hunky, he's got lovely eyes.
Is that Louise?
He's besotted with her, and she is with him. I think it's really genuine. I'm really shocked, really, how it's all happened.
Now, Louise has kind of told the nation that your husband is a champion farter. So is he looking forward to a fart off with Jay over a Sunday roast?
Oh my goodness! Well, if that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to get some gas masks in.
Sylvia, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Helen, if she survives on Friday, could she go all the way next week, do you think?
To win the whole thing?
Yeah.
No. I don't think she will win the whole thing.
Anybody think she can win?
No way. Sorry, but she has that, like, appeals to the everyday girl. She farts, you know, she's a bit self-conscious. Does he like me? Does he not?
Yeah.
She really has. Like, we've all felt that at some point. I'm really behind Louise. I think she could win.
I think one thing we always say as well, you know, there have been many times in Big Brother history where they say, you know, oh, there's too many people who are just trying to be controversial, and we've put someone who is seems to be quite normal, and then they're called boring. So you can never really kind of win with...
That Rachel, the school teacher, won, and Rachel was very, very
Rachel
quiet
Rice.
and very, very shy, and she wasn't controversial, and
Yeah.
she won that series, so it can happen.
Too many strong characters.
There's too many strong characters in there that have got, there's more to them than there is to Louise. I mean, there's, for example, you've got Alex, who's, a really bubbly character, and Tom, easily going to be in the final. It's going to be between Tom and Alex.
They've all got kinks. They've all got kinks. There's something that you're like, maybe there's not something quite right, whereas with Louise, you're with her the whole way.
Right.
Like, I think she's like coming up from behind.
Wow, this girl is like the Big Brother fan site, the Louise fan site all on her own. So has she got a chance of winning? No way. No, I can't hear it. It's all split. That's enough shits and giggles for this part. Join me after the break when Bit on the Sides Kim Woodburn is poached by the main show. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. If you think this is tense in the house, you should have been in the green room earlier with Alice and Chico. Apparently, he got the right hump because it was a full 20 minutes before Alice asked him what time it was. Officially, the longest anyone's ever waited. Here's today's news. At 9:33am, Aaron treated the housemates to some early morning moves.
Dirty Papa. Oh my God! Sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about. Oh my God! Think you got to realize what was not a trick. We got the
With moves like that, you definitely know he's a dad, don't you? Definitely. At 2:42, Faye was left shocked by Louise's revelation.
Has it got heated with you at all?
What?
Jay in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Come here. Oh my God, I can't believe that.
Oh, I can't sleep now.
I'm not sure if it's worse in my imagination or in Jay's reality. Jay's reality, I would imagine. At 3:38pm, fresh from the success of the Tinfoil song, Tom and Alex gave Aaron a world exclusive of their brand new single.
I like cleaning dishes.
I like cleaning too.
I like cleaning dishes.
Clean for me and you.
The smell is lemony fresh.
It comes in a bottle.
Citrusy zest. I like cleaning dishes.
I like cleaning too.
I like cleaning dishes.
Clean for me and you.
The smell is lemony fresh.
It comes in a bottle.
That citrusy zest.
Okay.
It's always a difficult second album. For today's task, housemates had to keep themselves clean during various messy challenges. Clean freak Kim Woodburn entered the house to judge the resulting stain count.
Kim Woodburn.
12. Oh, don't
Where's
get... Now just,
You want me from the back?
just... You should be so lucky. Lift your jacket up, dear. I must inspect the, I think you've passed.
Oh, thanks.
I think you have. Turn around, dear. You've passed. Turn around, dear. Well, you are a bit mucky, but you've been doing... No, it's white, considering you've kept clean. Pass. 3 passes. You look like you've fallen down. Well, failed, dear. This was the whites, was it? What did you fall down? A blue ink well or something? What did you fall down? 2 fails.
Really? Brown off.
Get back in the line. I might fail you.
I was really white.
3 passes. Don't answer me back. Shut up.
That's our Kim, and she takes no messing. That's the news from earlier today, but how's the mood in the house right now? Alice is in the reality gallery. Levine, what be going down?
Emma, I hate to say it, but you're not the only Emma in my life. I am now with Emma, tip-top producer extraordinaire. And every week I promise there'll be music, and it just isn't, so I'm so sorry. Emma, what is the latest in
Very
the house?
exciting tonight.
Okay.
There's been Chinese takeaway.
Hello.
There has been some booze in the house, and there's been lots of dancing. Boy
Okay.
bands, girl bands, everything.
Stuff we've never seen before then.
Stuff you've never
This
seen.
is unprecedented behaviour.
Tom pulls out some moves that you will not believe.
Did they get prawn toast?
You know what? Actually, I saw prawn
There was
toast.
definitely prawn toast. That's a bit on the side exclusive. Fabulous, good. What is the state of Farron's relationship? Are they talking? Are they not talking? Are they dancing? Slow dancing?
Farron are talking. They're back on. But today they were even talking wedding songs.
Oh my goodness! What were they suggesting?
Ebony and Ivory was one, which I don't know why and I don't know where it came from.
Okay, hey.
But then
That's
Aaron didn't look too
Farron
happy.
right now.
Yeah, so Farron right now.
Was she going to maybe wear one of her bodycon dresses that she likes to
I
sport?
hope so.
Maybe a little cropped top. Maisie can be maid of
See-through
honour.
white. See-through white.
Is it going to last till the end? Will they? How many times will they break up and get back together before the end?
I think Aaron will make sure it lasts to the end. Or at least
How many
until
times has
Friday
that
when she gets
happened?
evicted, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. We don't know.
How many times has that happened on this shift?
On this shift, you know
Three,
what? They've
four,
been
five?
together the whole shift.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's a
Because
first.
average that is an exclusive, I think. Yeah. Fabulous. Okay, I am a clean freak. I should probably put that out there right now. Bit of an OCD crazy, but that house is disgusting. How do you cope with that grime every day?
Well, they've all got their different habits and, you know, there's a couple of toenails, there's a couple of different things, but, you know, they all have their own different things. And with 14 people in the house, you know, now down to 6, it's bound to get a little bit dirty.
Emma, there are balls of hair in there that have lasted longer than some housemates. There's bits of Tashi left in there, and she's been gone weeks. It is disgusting.
I know, we should call it back to get it.
Seriously, they
Yeah.
should all come collect the bits of like skin particles that they've left behind. Does your job get easier now it's down to 6?
Well, there's still dramas in the house. So there's 6 people, there's still dramas happening, the same as there is with 14. There's always going to be dramas, and we will always make a show out of it.
And now, there aren't so many names to remember, which is better.
Not so many A names.
Next week is the finale. Toot toot. Can I get a toot toot?
Toot toot.
Thank you for that, Emma. Are you going to miss them, and any in particular?
I am going to miss them. You know, you watch them every day, you know their habits, you know when they go to the toilet.
You need to get
how
over
many
it.
pieces of toast, how much cups of tea. But yeah, I need a Aaron and Faye hotline. I need to know if they're talking or not.
I'm going to try and set up some support for you.
Thank you,
It's going to
thank
be a
you.
big gaping hole in our lives. Okay, from one Emma, back to another.
You're not going to leave me for that, Emma, are you, Alice? You're going to be in trouble if you
Emma, that was
do. Gonna be. Right, we're in the call box.
It is
It's
the
not
call box.
sweaty anymore.
Oh, finally.
Can I just ask you, is this bridge building going on here? Are they making
Aaron and
friends?
Tom, yeah, they've been getting on all right all day. I think the boys and girls have sort of split off a little bit today. Obviously, they're all coupley, but the boys have been hanging out, and they both split off into dance groups earlier, and the boys had a little routine worked out.
Have a little dance off.
They had a little dance
Oh,
off.
it's like school
boys,
discos,
boys were better.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Got any footage for us?
I've got some footage.
Ian?
Here's Jay multitasking like a demon.
Oh.
Wanna see you rock this? We're taking it to the top of this. Yo, kick with the beat. Get a bit of move that beat. Show a posse. Pump it up. Move your body.
See, he's rapping, cleaning, and drinking at the same time.
Rapping, drinking, fiddling, and picking his nose
Yeah.
at the same time.
True Renaissance man.
That is alpha male. Let's talk fan sites. You've been
Yes.
doing a little bit of digging
We've been
around.
doing a little
haven't
bit
you?
of research onto a top social networking site.
Tell me.
Begins with F,
Yeah.
rhymes with facefuck.
Right.
We've been looking at which of the housemates have got the most fan pages that independent, unofficial people have set
Right.
up. I can reveal that Louise has the most number of different sites with 27.
Really?
Jay's next with 19. However, the total number of people on Jay's sites are 22,000, whereas Louise's is only 9,000.
Okay.
And right back down at the bottom, on the opposite end, Tom has only got 8 fan pages with a total of 361
Okay.
fans.
But it depends who votes. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
yeah. There's
We've
no-
got to
no
go.
indication.
We're out of time,
Okay,
Ian.
okay, fine.
Tune in tomorrow when Jamie and Narinda face off again. I can't believe it's on my watch. And Lauren Harries will be here for a 2012 campaign.